Hi there, and welcome to another edition of the Gloucester City Diaries here on Busternet. Yes, we are in League Two, and we are about to kick off our first match of the season. So, here's a quick update of what's happened to the team. We are now a professional English club, currently playing in the Sky Bet League Two. And this is indeed a very good day for us. We have reached here, but our preseason form was nothing to laugh about. We drew one, lost one, we lost two, and just ended one of the friendlies with a 2-0 win. I just wanted my players, I just wanted to enjoy my time here. I was spending more time uh, getting players into the squad. So if you remember from last season, we did pretty well, but that team didn't really change very much. So I've done a two videos recently about preparing for the new season. So it's pretty detailed, all quick guides. It ended up being part one and a part two, and it was largely based on how you prepare. And I did a lot of scouting. I spent like 6 hours scouting, and at the end of it all, we went out. We got ourselves a bunch of players. I have no idea what my team report is at the moment. So I scouted and I went out and I got who I could get. I tried to loan players in. Many clubs said, "Go to hell. We don't want you, our players, to go to you." At the end of the day, depended a lot on knowledge of my scouts. They went out there, they scouted a few, and in the end, we managed to bring some players into the club. Let's take a look. Yes, look at the number of players. I literally have a new second team. So let's start from the top. We managed to get Martin Riley in. He's gonna be a defender playing in the center. He's not that bad. He's almost as good as Damon. We also managed to get Harry Hickford in. He's gonna be the new club captain at 22 years old. And he is also just as good as Damon. His anticipation is a bit low. His concentration is also a bit low. But I reckon that he will grow into that role. And I'm hoping that he is going to be a good signing. Joe Hardy, well, the moment I saw his name pop up on my scouting sheet, and I went, okay, we're going to bring Joe Hardy in because I can foresee us playing a 4-3-3 and I need somebody on the right. So Joe Hardy fits the bill perfectly. So he comes in. Managed to bring in James Aspinall as well as a goalkeeper, valued at 11K already. We got him in on a free. We actually got him in on a free transfer, and well, I'm looking forward to great things from the young keeper because, as you know, we've had Jasbir Singh for a long time. Luke Ruddick, defender on the right. Kieran Thomas, he's better than Kieran Thomas. So, and he's got two PPMs, gets forward whenever possible, runs with ball often. That's the only thing I don't really like about his PPM. So I'm hoping that I can change that. Jesus Cruz, scouts came in, told me, okay, he's available as well. So on a free transfer, I took him on and I just brought him into the club because I don't really have a lot of options on the right. So with Joe Hardy and Jesus Cruz will probably be a backup. Then we also got another striker, Miko Virtanen. Scouts again did a fairly good job. Found a youngster with good acceleration and good finishing. Remember, Reyes Alasani is the best striker I've got, and after that, I've got nobody. Tommy Wood, another striker we brought in. 12 for finishing, 11 for composure, 13 for acceleration. This is the numbers I was looking at. Off the ball, 10. That's it. By him. Wes Fogden, another free signing, midfielder, attacking midfielder, right? He can play in a variety of positions, either or as a winger if I wanted one, or basically right near the middle. And okay, not bad, average, basically an average midfielder, but better than most of my other midfielders. So free signing. Luke George, defensive midfielder. I needed a hatchet man. So he comes in. He doesn't have very good teamwork, doesn't have very good work rate, but really I don't have much options. And he's also another backup. Max Potter, defensive midfielder. I saw this guy, 31 years old. Again, he's not very fast, but he's got some of the right attributes. Hopefully, again, he's better than what we have. Hugo Keto, no hesitation. Scouts came in, told me about this goalkeeper, and I went, don't waste my time. Get him, bring him into the team. He's not a first choice goalkeeper. Steven Sessignon, defender on the right. Now, he has phenomenal acceleration, okay, and he's willing to come in as a hot prospect. So I went, told myself, okay, we'll bring him in, we'll try him for a few games. We can always rotate him into the team and see how we do, whether he can grow. Options. And finally, Simon Rickman. midfielder, right center. Again, this is a very problematic area for me on the pitch. The three players I need to hold the middle, I need players who can do that. And he also is a pretty average player. So basically, my squad has pretty average players. So we look like this right now. So we've got a couple of players injured from preseason training. He's out for 3 to 5 weeks. Jesus Cruz is out for 8 to 11 days. Other than that, the team, well, they're okay. They're average. Training, I kept it light, leading up, average. Make sure the workload is light, leading up to our first game of the season. And I will build up the intensity closer to the date once. Actually, I'm going to do it now. Okay. So, right. So now we moved up the bar. This is the first time I can do it. I'm so happy. We're finally a professional club. So it's very important that you get players on contracts, and this is the cool thing. I bring all these players in, and all my former players all became most of them became backups. So if you can look through my list, I got Hugo Cato, key player; Joe Hardy, key player; Joe Hanks, he won't sign unless he's a key player; Sam Berry is a key player; Harry Rickford is a key player. Okay, we only got these guys as key players. Max Potter comes in; he's a first team player. Tony Diagna, first team player because of the former contract. Jasbir Singh, first team, but now offer him a contract. He wants to be a backup. Okie dokie. I am very happy that you want to be a backup. So we remove this. Promotion wage rise, maybe none selected. Remove it. 1 year extension, clean sheet bonus, done. Okay, let's see if you take it. You bite 240, done. Okay, so he goes back up as well. So this is what I do. So he is now back up. So he won't be unhappy when Hugo Cato takes the lead. And then we can see the rest of the team all back up. All the players from last season, they're all backups. I decided to keep Tunnicliffe because honestly, when I looked at the ratings, he really is one of the better defenders I've got, even though he made so many mistakes. So the rest of the players, some of them, they're not here. Shove them into the under 23. So in the under 23s, we've got Jake Hall, Leroy Odero, Gideon Oketu. They're all in the under 23s, but they'll get a chance to come into the main team. And the second thing that I did was the staff. Okay, I fired a few. So I sacked a few of the staff. I've myself there. I brought in Peter Murphy. He's a new assistant manager. And the rest of the managers, they're all here except for Mark Amitage. He joins us as a new fitness coach. Paul Rachuba is the old goalkeeping coach. We got Eric Phillips in as a new goalkeeping coach as well. So basically, I came into the season with 3. Now I've got 7. Scouting staff, I can expand it, but I keep my wage budget down. Financially, this is the interesting thing that I did. It's covered in the previous show, but what I did for the transfer budget was this. I came in with £9,000 per week, right? I went to the board. Basically, I did all kinds of little magical stuff with the board, and guess what? The board jumped doubled it, 9 to 19,000. You want to find out how I did it? Watch the previous video on preparation for new season. Basically, did that, and I'm good as new. So wage budget is nice and healthy. We're all ready for the new season. And tactics, yes. Once again, my tactics are straightforward. I've got 2 tactics I'm going to start with for this season: the 4-3-3 and the 4-4-1-1 LLM. Yeah, both my LLM tactics. Now, let's see what the team report says. In a nutshell, we're still a dumb team, low on decisions, and we're not particularly good in other areas. Midfield, not so bad. Teamwork and tackling, all right. Defense, still a concern for us. For the defensive attributes, marking, we're hopeless. Positioning, we're hopeless. So, yep, we're going to concede goals. The one thing that's going in our favor is our attack. Our attack is not that bad. We have a decent attack that's average in the league. Mentals across the team, if I'm looking at mentals across the team, the quality of my team, yeah, determined, we fairly aggressive team. Um, Around average, we're not that bad in terms of teamwork. We're about average for the league. Work rate, we're about average for the league. We might need a few players in. If I drop my strikers from the equation, then, you know, we're still there or thereabouts. So we need to work a bit harder. The more important thing is in terms of my midfield. If I just were to look at my work rate from my midfield, the midfield teamwork and work rate is there. So that's important. I pop in the defenders. We know the defenders normally don't have high work rate, right? So that's the area that I'm looking at. Basically, that's it for my team. The one area that we're weak at is we don't have attacking midfielder in the center of the park who can open up teams, and that's where my scouting is focused on. That's the last bit. We have 1.3k per week buffer in our wage budget. We can still go out there and look for one, and my scouts are already hunting. So they're the last group of players that we are going to be scouting. We've already scouted this whole bunch of people, and if I were to look at the midfielder and the center, and I pick the attributes, we should be able to find a few here, and they're scouting a few more. And I'm looking for decisions, I'm looking for passing, and I'm looking for composure. And I want the player to be at least 12 in all categories. And there's only one name that pops up, Chris Kinnear. And I think that we still need to scout him. And if I'm not mistaken, they are scouting him. See? Covered. So they're out there, they're scouting players, and hopefully I can get some players in who are of a reasonable quality to play in my midfield. Well, I must have been dreaming, okay, because I thought I was recording the first league match of the season. I was so entertaining. I was cracking jokes. I was so happy because we were playing so well. Look at the stats, 61% versus 39%. All throughout that time, I thought I was recording the show. So guess what? You guys have to watch the highlights. So this is our first goal, Ray Salsani's first goal. Look at the way we're moving the ball. We started the match on control fluid, and we knew that we were playing against a team that's playing on deep 4-2-3-1 with two DMs. That means we need to unlock the golden zone, and and we have to separate their basically isolate their attack from their midfield, which is quite easy to do because they're playing with such a such a system. And as you can see, Hanks played to Williams. Alassani pulls to the side. Again, all the players now moving to drifting towards the right. Okito goes out wide, plays a brilliant cross in for Alassani, who goes in and scores. The Gideon Okito Alassani partnership is prospering. I was very happy with the first goal. And for our second goal, once again, look at how we're overpowering one side of the pitch. We're drawing everybody together. This will unlock this entire area. Okay, so we're playing happily. Williams is out wide. Gets to Oketo. Oketo plays in Hanks. Hanks finds Hardy. Hardy says, "Here you go, Alassani," and they scored a second. We scored a second goal. This is one goal on either side of the half. Unfortunately for Crawley Town, they conceded a goal too. Full width. Here we are playing. We are actually playing standard, structured, and we are playing hit early crosses as well, because I wanted to drill early crosses and put a lot of pressure on their flanks. So we played out to Hardy. Hardy found Hanks. Hanks has the overlapping running, drops in a cross. Unfortunately for them, Connolly decides to help us with the third goal. We had 61% possession, three clear-cut chances. We should have scored more goals. Honestly, it was a good match. Tactically, I made a few changes, but nothing with duties and roles. Basically, I started on control fluid. I finished on standard structured. I started on control fluid with no work ball into box. The second one, I had standard structure with early crosses. But the moment I scored my second goal, I wanted to put more pressure on the back line. They did change their formation, but they just moved the AMC down into central midfield. That's it. If we were to look at the heat map of this match, Gloucester City looked like this. I got the whole area because I wanted to overload one side of the pitch, so I overloaded this side of the pitch and I controlled this side of the pitch. And if you're looking at Crawley Town, their heat map, well, they tried to attack us, but they hardly made any impression on us throughout the match. So if I were to look at the period of time between our first goal, which was about the 41st minute, I think, to the 44th minute, and I look at the key pass combinations for Gloucester City, not bad. We might see the our passing is still, we heavily move the ball down one side of the flank, which is my goal because I want to attract everybody and drag everybody around. But if you look at the whole game, if some people like to see this, right? This is my key pass combinations. So it's always more or less it's always going to look like that. And the second half, I think we scored a goal again. 45th minute, you can see my key pass combinations at the second half, how we move the ball around to get the goal. One thing you can always do is do this as well. So I come in here, look at my key pass combinations. These are my key pass combinations. Then I look at shots, goal. There we go. Shots that led to a goal. Then I come to this one. I come to this event and I show the linked events. I go to this goal that happened in the 55th minute. I come to the 55th minute. This is how you look at how your balls got passed around the pitch. These are my key pass combination. This is probably the key pass combinations that led to the goal. You can see how much movement there is going on around here when the pass is being made, and which leads us to our goal. So you can see how we were moving the ball around this zone. All the players that are involved in these passes, 7, 8, 16, 16, they're all here as well. So we move the ball through this period from here to here to here, dung, 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 and we scored the goal. Well, I reckon I should take a break and go do something else because obviously I got a message from God. Do not play FM. Okay, because I wanted to record the video and it didn't come out right, so I thought I'd wing it and come up with something else. I hope that helped you. If you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can always look me up on Twitter at BusterNet or addictedtofm.com, my website. Once again, if you want to get more information on how I create tactics and how I analyze matches and how you can get the best out of the game, then I have a book called BusterNet, the Football Manager's Guide. It goes into details. It's about 200 pages long. Whenever you donate to the channel, you get the book. And you also get access to my Discord channel, which is a private channel for people who need help with tactics or just want to hang out and talk tactics. We've got a very large community going on over there, and it's a lot of fantastic discussions that go on tactically, and it's cool. I love it. I really do. And yes, you get access to that. So I hope you have enjoyed this show, and if you want to catch up with me again, just look me up and find me. In the meantime, in the halls of justice, you take care. I'll catch up with you guys again soon. Bye bye. Oh, by the way, I need to find a way of getting the theme song of the Green Hornet into my show. Somehow or another, I want to do it, and I'm looking to create the sound. I need to. I can't do it. So if any of you can help me out, that'll be really cool. Because you know why? My goalkeeper's name is Hugo Keto. So can you imagine me going? So you guys take care. All right, I'll catch you guys again soon. Bye bye.